From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And that one will bounce out of the... zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Get it! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
No gain on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. You look at this Steeler defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. The Bengals in 9-2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Stroud's throw taken in here by Chase. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Stroud looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go?
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Stroud working out of the gun. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
3rd and goal, Stroud. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Weston. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hold the ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Sheds off the tackle, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw on 2nd down, Weston. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Play action. Here's Stroud. And this one is incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. On 2nd down now, Camp. And he takes it down at 40 with a pickup at 4. You look at this Steeler defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe him for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're just off from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
There we go. Set. Three. Steady.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you know about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time, he ends up drawing the flag.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Steelers nothing.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Weston. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the check.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Robinson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Robinson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Weston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1.
19 tight.
Stroud to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first-down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as he's able to get around 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Touchdown Bengals. Mark Andrews, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Weston. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Stroud out of the gun here. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Weston sets up the screen to Robinson. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Looking to throw. Weston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Weston. That's complete to Robinson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. stiff-armed him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll run here with Mack, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Again, it'll be Mack. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing now is Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Stroud now on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met Fan. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. Weston. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Weston. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Off the play fake. Weston going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, 34 yards. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. complete. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Come on.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Up the middle they go. Camp shifts by him. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he moves for 9 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. Stroud completes this out wide. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him?
And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They go play action here on first down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He may go. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Bijan Robinson, 67 yards. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
On 3rd down, Camp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Head the street. Head the street.
Slot man moves right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Let's go now.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Play action. Stroud now. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. The throwing again is Stroud. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. Camp. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This is 1st and 10. Off play action. Weston. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Weston. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Come on.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Touchdown! A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bengals are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
This is 2nd and 8. Hand off now to in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. It's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense, and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
Ready, set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably